We've just got the brand new Space Marine 2 monthly community update, and this one has a big announcement in there. It's actually packed full of information that we've been talking about for the past couple of days, devs' response to certain concerns about the game, but the big one for me is a new class confirmed to be coming for the game. So let's jump in, let's look at it, let's go through it all, and let's get waffling. So let's jump over to here and let's look at the big news. Again, I'm going to go through it bit by bit. The big announcement that we've been talking about for the past couple of days, I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger for us so we can read it together. It says here, mid-March, we announced Space Marine 3 has begun development, and we're excited to see your enthusiasm, although we hear those of you who fear Space Marine 2 and its future support. For people who don't know what's been going on, a lot of people think because Space Marine 3 is going to be in development, that Space Marine 2 is going to be left outside like an Iron Warrior in the rain. But then again, like Iron Warrior is a loser, so they expect to be left out in the rain. Space Marine 2 is a winner so far. So yes, they're confirming again that there's still got to be massive amounts of support for Space Marine 2 all the way to the launch of Space Marine 3. It says right here, so let's set the record straight. Space Marine 3 does not mean the end of Space Marines 2 development. Far from it. In bold, red letters. No teams are shifting over, no one is abandoning the game, and our plans to bring more awesome content to Space Marine 2 remain. We are working on much more content and surprises for months to come, such as a new class. There we go, confirmation on the new class. What that new class is, I think it's probably going to be maybe like a librarian sorcerer class, because they've already got that kind of stuff in game with the Thousand Sun sorcerers. That's where my mind would go to, but I'd love a chaplain class. I would love an apothecary class. Like, there's so many options they can go down potentially for a new class. More operations, melee weapons, and more. Trust us, there are surprises even data miners haven't found about. Smiley face. That's one of the big things. What are the smiley faces? Because the data miners, as soon as they put stuff out there, they're on it. Mate, they're on it like a car bonnet. This amount simply marks the genesis of the new project, years away from release. I've been saying to people, Space Marine 3 is literally like, what, 27, 28? Around that time before we start seeing like the press hype to it and stuff like that. So yes, it's still many, many years away. This announcement simply marks the greatest... Oh, sorry, I've just read that. Years away. We've made a decision and we've just started the process. Many of you were very excited for this project, myself included, and this makes us incredibly happy and motivated. Thank you for your unwavering support. It goes through a little bit of the detail about the PTS launch, which, again, we've all made aware of. I'll quickly go through some of the stuff. Some talk about prestige ranks. There's a lot of talk that people are not happy that you have to reset and then basically grind back in to get prestige stuff. For me, that's the way it's always been, but a lot of debate at the moment is like, well, let's change it. Let's not go down that road again, right? This is not the early 2000s with Halo and that type of stuff, Call of Duty. How about a new approach? But the developers are basically responding and, you know, taking feedback at this time on how best to implement that system. It goes into a little bit more detail here. Like the Assault should have access to the Infernal Pistol now, which they should have. The Trigron update, new DLC content, Space Wolf chapter pack. I'll say this right now, I am not a fan of that Space Wolf helmet. If you've just seen the brand new Space Wolf models that just got revealed, the Priest model, that is how you do a Space Wolfy helmet. Do something like that, developers. I think that would be great. Everything else, a part of this, was fantastic. The chest piece, the furs, you know, all the little sigils and stuff for the Space Wolves. I loved everything of it. The Thunder Hammer, the Bolt Orb, the Chainsword, all great. All the different skins that you got to get, I thought they looked fantastic for all the great companies. Of course, the thing for me, not to be biased, was the Imperial Fist. I actually missed this at the actual release on the PTS server. There's actually an Imperial Fist plasma gun as well. Completely missed that. So I've been living up my plasma gun and getting it all sorted for when this patch releases. And by the way, the information is in this. I'll say it right now. Mid-April, they're aiming for to release this brand new patch. I will be in America. I'll be hosting my Florida Fist Fest over there, so I won't have that out on the channel at that point. But when I get back, I'll jump on and we'll have some games and stuff like that. The new map, PvE. Again, if you tested it, I've tested it. I haven't done the boss battle at the end because that's where it ends. But so far, I love what I see. I think it's a really, really atmospheric map on there, like the dust storms, the actual Trigon jumping out at you, trying to get you and stuff, knocking you down, causing damage. I think that's a great game mechanic. Hopefully, we start seeing more and more things about that very, very soon. Also, the corrupted servo skull, aka Ferrus Manus, who doesn't give a damn. Is hilarious on that map. Regarding PvP, of course, private lobbies are coming. I think we need a lot more for PvP. I actually want to do a video dedicated to Space Marine 2 PvP because I think it's in a bad place at this moment in time. Random team matching, keeping teams the same amount of people, like it doesn't switch it up at all. It's like if you jump in, you are chaos. That's it. You're chaos until you leave. It's absolutely bizarre. Like the matchmaking, like putting like you can have like a team of full like max levels against level 1s and 4s and stuff. Like it just doesn't make sense at this moment in time. There's so much to add to PvP. More additions, more armor colors, pink and Thousand Sun blue, as you can see in the background. And here, look, the Inferno Pistol will be available to Assault, Bulwark, Sniper, heavy class players in both PvP and PvE for those people who want to know that type of stuff. Again, you can jump on right now if you've got the game on Steam and play it on the PTS server. They are running an XP event as well right now until the March the 30th, where it is 25% increased XP if you want to get your guns up and all that type of stuff, maybe level up in PvP and stuff. There we go. And basically the rest is just polls and everything like that. And that is it, right? I would say not the most spiciest of newsletters that we've had so far, but confirmation of a new class is on their radar. I think that is very, very big news. Them regarding the feedback of the perks and stuff and how they want to approach it. I think that is also very, very big news as well. And all I can hope for is that this game will start adding more and more content and more people will start playing it and still coming back to the game. That's one problem, is retaining that player base, because the people who I used to play with are like Valrak. I've leveled up, I've done everything. I just, there's just nothing there for me. When there's new content there, I'll come back and play it. So hopefully we start to get new game modes and PvP, new maps, hopefully more players. The classes will start be pumping out a lot faster and we'll have more people, more activity playing Space Marine 2. Anyway, that's enough waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. What an exciting week so far. Reveals, everything. And trust me, it's only going to get better. Brace yourself tomorrow, because the Raven Guard are coming.